All right. Continuing in my video of growth. Today, this video, I'd like to focus a little bit more. Just take it from where I stopped from the last video. In the last video, I was talking about the what planning does to you, and one major statement that I made last video was that planning would change, it would wake up the dreamer in you, the guy in you or the lady in you that had been dreaming, and had lost hope on a lot of things because of, the fact that you were not able to achieve some of the things that you dreamed that you were going to have. As you begin to plan, what it does is it begins to wake up that person inside of you that used to dream. And as you're doing that, you're considering, what it's going to cost you. You're considering the effect that this new growth plan is going to have on you. For example, if we take if I say I'd like to I'd like to, see growth in the area of my personal devotion. I'd like to see myself, spending more time with God, every single day. I have to first of all look at where I am right now. Maybe it's 5-10 minutes every day, and or 5-10 minutes every once in a while, that I consistently stay and focus on God. Then to see growth, I would be looking at, saying measurable. I want to begin to, have at least 30 minutes every day with God, or 1 hour every day with God. So for example, if I choose that I want to see, myself growing from 30 minutes to, 10 minutes to 30 minutes every day, I have to look at, my schedule to see, my weekly schedule. How is this going to, where in this schedule am I going to find that 30 minutes that I'm looking for? I need a 30 minutes chunk. Now, this process is what I call planning. And as you begin to look at that, and I take, say if my schedule is a 9 to 5 job, and then, I come home, I make dinner, and, I wake up in the morning at this time. If it's systematic like that, then it will be easy for me to just say, I take this 30 minutes chunk before work or after, dinner, but if my schedule is up and down, like I work in the night, I work in the morning, and it's mix and match everywhere like that, I might have to do a spreadsheet of my time and see, okay, I take 30 minutes in the morning on Mondays, 30 minutes at lunchtime on, and just to see. And as you do this, you begin to see how it's going to work into your whole, day. And then you're also looking at the place that you're going to be having the devotional, your quiet time with God. And then, I look at, am I going to be doing it in my car, at my desk, at work, on my bed, just right before, so looking for the best time, the best place. And then, if all this work together, then what am I going to be using? Do I need any material? Do I need internet? Do I not need internet? Do I need to bring my study Bible with me to work? Do I need to leave my study Bible at home beside my bed? All those I have to be planning together so it will fit into my system, my daily system. And as you begin to do that, what it does is it just takes you're actively involved in what you're doing, and then you're considering the cost, whether it's going to be possible. You try it the first day, you see, you passing it through your mind, and you're saying, how is it gonna, cost me? What is the effect on me, and all that. And I like to say this, that many of the things that we had planned that we were gonna do that didn't turn out well, they're not because we didn't have good intentions, or because we chose wrong. Many of them are because we didn't plan very well. Planning, and I mean, when I'm talking about planning, I mean considering the cost. How is it going to fit in One thing that I've discovered as I've been doing this video is that I've said to myself, I will try to do this in the morning after the children have gone to school and before I go to the office. And I try to open up, that time is kind of open, that I can use. Of course, this is the time that I used to have my bath and get the house clean up, and all those things that I usually do in the morning before I go to the office. Sometimes I catch up on my laundry and all these things. But what I discovered as I've made up my mind to put this into my schedule every day, or at least every other day, is I'm beginning to find the motivation to do all those other things at different times, so during the day, so that as I'm walking around or going to bed, I quickly do a quick sweep, and I have a motivation to do all the other things that I would normally do on the time. So it takes it helps you to consider, and there's something that you're looking forward to. It awakens the dreamer in you, and I just want to say this, that just to reiterate this again to you, that growth doesn't just happen. It doesn't automatically happen. It has to be a lot is put into growth before you can make it happen. And if you just continue to look at that story of if you walk around and go find somebody that is doing exceptionally well in sports, or in their Christian walk, or in their businesses, just ask them, did it just happen to you that you're successful? They'll tell you no. And I just want to remind you that it takes some effort. So start planning today that your growth might come. Thank you. God bless.